congratulations on a very good start to the season at Dewsbury. How was your afternoon?
Yeah, it was very good indeed. I mean, there's been a lot of hard work gone into that. The 3 pre-season trial games we had, we built bit by bit towards what we felt was going towards a complete performance, but still not a complete performance because, having reviewed the video and looked in depth at it, there's certainly a couple of 10-minute spells were pretty loose and we could have done things a lot better. So it's a very good start, but there's lots of room for improvement as well.
You mentioned pre-season there. Some coaches prefer just to have, the odd game here or there, sometimes not even a game, just go straight into the Challenge Cup perhaps or straight into a league game. But, you've had some pre-season matches. The one that stood out was obviously the Leeds game. Massive crowd. I mean, what was that occasion like to get the season underway, as it were, in a pre-season?
It was a great occasion, Ben. I mean, it just shows exactly what a Bradford Leeds game does mean to everybody. 7,000 plus for a pre-season game is unbelievable, and I think everybody enjoyed the atmosphere. It showed the potential of Bradford Bulls. And, it also gave a lot of our young men a really exciting afternoon because some of them, they're from the academy and the most that played in front of was 100 people and a dog, so it really was exciting for them. So I think it worked very well. We also played really well in the first half until we, I suppose I could be called the tinker man then because I started rolling on and off the young players and it affected our performance. But we got exactly what we wanted to get out of it. And I think it also demonstrates the potential of this club with the great crowd that we attracted.
So that's pre-season. Also the opening game of the season, that win against Dewsbury. It's early days, John, but what are your expectations for this season at the Bulls and what's possible?
Well, we want to be contenders. We feel we've made progress gradually going through. When I joined the club, it was in League One. It was the very depths, and I've spoken many times that we played at Hemel Hempstead in a sort of, well, it was basically a park with a temporary stand up there. And I looked around and I thought, well, Bradford Bulls is too big a club and it's got too much history to be playing on a place like this. And fortunately, we got out of League One, and we've consolidated then since in the Championship. Then we've become competitive in the Championship. Well, now I think we've got to become contenders. So that's our challenge, and that's the challenge that I'll be, putting in front of the players and hoping that they take it up with relish.
So Sheffield this weekend. What's your thoughts on this game and the challenge to come?
Well, we've got to attempt to maintain standards. That's from our personal point of view. But perhaps rather than a 60-minute performance, try and get a 65, 70 minutes so that we continue to build it in that way. And, we're also going to look at Sheffield as in-depth as we can because they haven't played pre-season games. They've just played that one game at Barrow. And that was sort of the second half of that was spoiled by some inclement weather, shall we say. So we'll have to have a real good look at the game as a whole, but particularly the first 40 minutes in order to come up with our plan to exploit any perceived areas of weakness and also negate any perceived areas of strength.
And how difficult is it to assess your opponents this early on? Because like you say, there's not really too much you could read into that Barrow game that Sheffield had at the weekend, can you? So, I mean, how much of a challenge is that?
It is a challenge, but, Anthony Thackeray's played a number of years, hasn't he? And we know what he's going to do. We know he's going to show and he's going to go and he's going to prop off that right foot. And we also know the type of... I know how Mark Aston likes to play and how he likes to play football from any area of the field. So, yes, it's difficult on a sort of 2022 basis, but you know that players have certain characteristics and you know that coaches have certain characteristics and you've got to incorporate that into any planning.
And John, final question. It's the first league game of the season at Odsal. How much are you looking forward to that and the crowd and the atmosphere this weekend?
Very, very much so. Yeah, I mean, it's just great to be back at our home, and the players are enjoying it there. I certainly am, and we just need to make sure that we perform in such a manner, because we set the season off pretty well. Well, we need to set the home part of the season off pretty well.